Hi, it's good to be with you on this special day. We tell this special story about St. Nicholas. Let's greet each other. The Lord be with you and also with you. Open our eyes, Lord. We want to see Jesus, to reach out and touch Him and say that we love Him. Open our ears, Lord, and help us to listen. Open our eyes, Lord. We want to see Jesus. So this is the story of St. Nicholas. The church remembers Nicholas during the time of Advent, the time when we are getting ready to remember and come close to the mystery of Christmas. I wonder why we remember Nicholas. There was once a little boy whose mother and father died when he was very young. He always wanted to give a present to the Christ child. But he couldn't do that because the Christ child lived many, many years before Nicholas was even born. But still he wondered if the Christ child was living in every child. Nicholas became a priest. People knew he was a holy person, and so they made him a bishop. The place where he was a bishop was in Myra, which is in a country we now know as Turkey. Nicholas was shy. He began to give gifts to children. He did it in secret on Christmas Eve, so no one would know. Sometimes the gifts came down the chimney, and sometimes they were left by the door. Sometimes they were thrown in an open window. Nicholas would tiptoe away in the night, leaving the delight of the gift to be enjoyed in the morning. When Nicholas was older, it was harder for him to give gifts on Christmas Eve and to give the people the holy bread and the wine in church. The people carried him to church so that he could keep sharing the holy bread and the holy wine with them. When Nicholas died, something amazing happened. The gifts which people had found in their homes on Christmas Day continued to appear. One day the Emperor of Russia heard this story. He decided to make Nicholas the patron saint of Russia. Far in the north of Russia, where there's nothing but snow, gifts continued to appear. The story traveled westward into Finland and Sweden and Norway, where the reindeer lived. The story continued to spread and came to Holland. Holland is a country that many of your relatives and ancestors came from. When the Dutch people from Holland came to this country, they brought the story with them, and presents began to appear here too on Christmas morning, and they still do to this day. This all began because of the gifts of the poor Bishop of Myra for the children of his town, because he saw the Christ child in every child. We remember Saint Nicholas because he gave the gifts for God. I wonder what part of the Nicholas story that you liked the best. I wonder what part of the story is the most important. I wonder what part of the story is about you, or what part you might be in. I wonder if we could leave out any of this story and still have the whole story. It's time for us to say our goodbye song. Go now in peace. Go now in peace. May the love of God surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go.